Okay, well, so the dog's got these problems, and you're suing for $1,241, right? That's what you paid for the dog?
No, I actually paid $700 for the dog, which I have right here for you.
Okay.
I have receipts for the cardiologist, the x-rays, the neutering that has to be done so the dog isn't, you know.
But you were going to do that anyway, or no, you weren't?
No, I weren't. I was not.
Now you have to do it.
And now I have to. And basically for all the care that I've had to put into this dog, which I have all the receipts here if you need them.
Now, you have a health guarantee, right?
Yes, I do, in writing.
Why don't you
It's
bring that
signed.
up? Let's take a look at that health guarantee. Too bad you couldn't get this with kids, huh? Congratulations on your new Neapolitan Mastiff puppy. Your puppy was born on July 20th, 2004. This is a large dog and a good investment. It needs constant attention, and if taken care of properly, will be the best pet you have ever owned. Wow. Papers will be received in approximately 3 to 6 months from the Federation of International Canines. I don't think this is spelled correctly here. Anyway, I think it's canines. Is that the word?
It's supposed to be canines, yeah.
Okay. As soon as we receive them, we will mail them. Your puppy comes with a health guarantee. However, health problems such as infections and cherry eye, which is 99% guarantee, will happen. We are not responsible for these, since they are common in this breed. Owner agrees to care for above puppy by providing suitable living conditions, proper attention, diet, and most important, having your dog checked regularly by a veterinarian. You did that.
Yeah.
The following agreement is made, $700 for the puppy, and then for shots and worming have been given. So this is your health guarantee.
Yes, sir.
Plaintiff wants to breed the dog. The dog has to be perfect, and the plaintiff has a health contract. But what does that health contract really mean? Let's see what the defendants say about the health contract.
Okay, well, Ms. Miller, what do you have to say?
Well, when she had first contacted me in about early February to inform me that the dog did have a curve in his spine, and I said, well, let me know if that alludes to any further problems, because we obviously need to know for future breeding rights, you know, not to use that male again, and if anybody else happens to call. She did mention that they thought that he would grow out of this. The veterinarian thought that this would get better as he grew older. I did not hear from Mrs. Kingsley again until about April, I believe, and she did call me. I was at work, so I did not answer my phone. Her husband did call me back later that morning, and so I did answer because it was a good time. I could speak with him. He informed me that they had to take the dog to a cardiologist for an enlarged heart, and that it would be $400, and that I needed to give them $400 for this. I told them that was not something that I was responsible for. This was their animal, and they said it was in the agreement that they signed. I said, no, you need to go back and reread your agreement. That is not something that I am responsible for. This is your dog.
Well, I don't understand this. This is not really well drafted. Your puppy comes with a health guarantee. What's that?
That just meant that their puppy, when they got him, had been checked by a veterinarian, and they were given excellent health at the time that they were seen. I have a letter from the veterinarian that saw them that says that their puppies were healthy when they were examined.
Well, let me take a look at that. Did you know she was going to breed the dog?
No, I did not.
Did you tell her that?
No, I did not.
I told her when I called her in regards to the dog, you know, later on with the dog's problems.
This is from the Centerline Veterinary Hospital, dated June 7th, and it says, to whom it may concern. On September 17th of last year, Dr. Gill, who no longer works at our office, did an exam on 4 puppies owned by Julia Miller of Warren, Michigan. At the time of the exam, all the puppies were healthy. And this was about, 3 months before you bought it, apparently. Go ahead, Ms. Miller.
When the next time, I think I heard from Mrs. Kingsley, sorry, what was it?
Go ahead.
After that, you know, I spoke with her husband, and he said, I said, no, you need to check. Well, I didn't hear back from them again for several months. The next time I heard back from them was when I received a letter in the mail from Mrs. Kingsley stating that she wanted to, well, let me back up for a second. When I was on the phone with her husband, he said that when they purchased the puppy, they were told they would be given a new puppy. I said, that is not true. What you were told verbally was that if your puppy should become sick with cancer, let's say, and does die, I'll see about replacing your puppy out of a next litter. Because there is no guarantee. You're buying an animal. I have, at the time, I don't know if there's going to be a future problem with the puppy or not. The next time I did hear from Mrs. Kingsley, like I said, was in a letter asking me when to expect her new puppy. And so I thought, wow, the dog must have died, I feel horrible. And then there were 2 letters attached, which you do have, from the cardiologist and from the veterinarian, the one dated to me. And according to what I have here in front of me from her veterinarian, the puppy is fine. He does have a curve in his spine. It does not say on here that it is affecting him at this moment in time. It says later in life that he could have problems. And as far as his heart problem goes, everything is completely normal, and his prognosis is excellent. So from my standpoint, her puppy is fine. I have 2 of these. I have the mother, and I did keep one of the puppies. I have had unexpected bills that have come up. I have spent a lot of money in vet bills for my dogs myself, but that comes with being a dog owner. You're going to have things that come up, and there's nothing else that you can do about that. I have statements from... I do have a statement from somebody who did purchase a puppy that was given the same agreement, if you'd like to see that.
Another customer? of yours?
Another customer that purchased a dog.
What does the statement say? That
It
this
just says
customer is
that
happy with everything?
they are very happy with their puppy. None of the other puppies, there was 8 of them in total, have any long-term health problems. They're all very healthy. All of the people that we have spoken to, we've been in contact with, making sure there are no health problems.
Well, it depends whether you breed the dog. I mean, if you're buying a dog to breed, that's one thing. If you're buying a dog to have as a family pet, then it's something else.
Right, but at the time when she did purchase the puppy, she was not familiar with Neapolitan Mastiffs. She was at my home for about 15 minutes, which I did think was a little unusual. I asked her what her purpose was in the dog, because I did have 2 males there. One that I felt that was for breeding purposes. He would have still been a good family pet, but he had better characteristics. And then the smaller puppy. She immediately took interest in the smaller, less expensive dog. And she said that she wanted a pet for her family. She had had mutts in the past, and she no longer wanted a mutt. She wanted a purebred dog. I says, if that's something that you're looking for and you don't want to breed this animal, then I do recommend then you take the smaller puppy. He is $700. They had no questions for me on how to take care of him, how to feed him, what things need to be taken care of, and they were on their way within 15 minutes.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, she had her 2 children and another lady there, and she made me stand there and listen to what to feed the dog, to feed it pedigree adult food, not to feed it dog food so it doesn't grow fast enough. She explained it all to me. She gave me all the directions on the dogs. I read on these dogs before I purchased it. That's why I purchased a certain dog. I have books. I should have brought them, I guess, to show. But she told me a lot, and she guaranteed these. I have been to many breeders, which I have another dog now that we've purchased, that the health guarantee is a guarantee that the dog's not going to have problems. I mean, you could
Well,
go to
I don't know about that. That's the crux of the case here.
I mean, we've called her and we told her about this, and she insists. She said that if there was any problems, please call us. It's the first time we've ever bred this dog with this dog. We need to know. We will help you and help you out with this problem. When I said something, unless the dog's dead, they're not going to do anything. And as you can see with the information that the vet gave, it's just going to get worse. And
Well, it may get worse. That's not what the vet said. The vet didn't say that it would get worse. It would get worse. He said he has some concerns.
Yep.
Okay, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Okay, and also, again, if the dog is not going to be used for breeding purposes, if it's just going to be a regular family pet, this dog may be perfectly fine.
Yeah, because she never
Even if
told
it
me.
has some of the problems. I mean, dogs can have problems and still be good pets and good dogs.
Exactly, and she never told me that this other dog that was there was any kind of a better quality, or we would have maybe considered it. She just said, these are the puppies we have. Which one would you like?
When you saw this agreement here, a transfer that says there's a health guarantee, what did that mean to you?
To me, and what she told me, it meant that if there's any problems with this dog, they will guarantee
Any problems
it.
at all?
Like, they said, of course, not cherry eye, not
Well,
infections.
right, there are 2 problems that apparently are not
Right.
part of the health
But, like-
criteria. But I mean, did you think it would cover any other problem?
Like the heart, basic problems of the dog functioning, of walking.
Well, that's not exactly what I'm asking. Did you think that this health guarantee would cover any health problem with the dog?
Yes,
other than
sir,
the 2
besides
specified?
infection and cherry eye, by the
For
way.
how
I read.
long?
Pardon me?
For how long?
For at least a year.
Doesn't say a year on here.
No, but
So
I
you
figured-
thought it would be a year?
I figured, well, no, it was not even a year. It was only November, December, January. It was February, or matter of fact, it was 3 months after, a month
No,
after
but I'm
we bought
asking
it.
how long did you think this was gonna go for?
I figured maybe a year. I didn't figure any more than that, because all the other guarantees that I've read only give a year.
How long is this health guarantee for, ma'am?